Member for Vancouver-Fairview.
Thank you. Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The BC Freedom of Information and Privacy Association recently uncovered a phone call between the U.S. Trade Representative and BC government officials complaining that BC's privacy laws were, quote, a trade barrier. While the U.S. government provided documentation of the call when requested, the BC government claimed that no records existed. When I previously questioned the minister on FOI reporting, he said, and I quote, "It doesn't matter if you write it on the bottom of your shoe, it's required to be disclosed when the FOI request comes around." Ooh. To the Minister of Citizen Services, if that's his commitment, how come the U.S. government can answer questions about British Columbians' private information while this government can't?
Minister for Technology, Innovation and Citizen Services.
Madam Speaker, coming from the members opposite, it is indeed ironic that they are supporting the efforts of the United States Trade Representative to create work for Americans storing our data in America exposed to the FBI and the CIA's scrutiny. We will never go down that path. Our task, Madam Speaker, is to serve and protect the data of British Columbians. We will continue to do so.
Member for Vancouver-Fairview on a supplemental.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The minister claims that BC's government record on disclosure of information is second to none. If that's the case, why does the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Commissioner claim that we're operating with a culture of oral government? Why has the no response of records gone well above the benchmarks? No records for intergovernmental phone calls negotiating British Columbians' private data. No records for emails where Liberal insiders were caught manipulating a report on the future of Burnaby Hospital. No records of expenses, agendas, notes, and documents prepared for the Premier, senior staff, and a number of ministers. And the reason for all these no-record responses is this government's deplorable policy of trashing information that British Columbians have the right to access. It's a bit rich, coming from a government that this Premier claims to have as open. Perhaps, Honourable Speaker, we could call it transitory government. To the Minister, if this Liberal government is so committed to transparency, how can he justify destroying records British Columbians before British Columbians can access them?
Minister of Technology, Innovation and Citizen Services.
Well, Madam Speaker, I have covered this issue with the member opposite before, and unfortunately can't remember the details because this government, in pursuit of transparency and disclosure, centralized FOI processing in 2009 and made it easy for any inquirer, a citizen, a member of the opposition, a member of the media, to simply ask for records from all ministries. The number of no records responses rose because most ministries don't keep records from every other ministry. The Premier's office does not monitor the activity of all 28,000 provincial government employees. So the unresponsive record requests rose. What did we do in response? We worked with the people making the inquiries. We worked with the media. We worked with the staff to give the inquirers feedback, to advise them how to avoid wild goose chases, because we believe in transparency, open government, and disclosure.